welcome to the official Munzee podcast.
I'm Rob, back again, also known as Coach V, your host and the president of Munzee.
And I'm Craig, also known as C. Marshall, started as an avid Munzee player, now proudly part of the team.
Each week we'll delve into Munzee's mysteries, divulge some secrets, and inform players from around the world just what is coming your way.
So sit back, relax. As today's episode, we're going to talk. What's this about? Chat about bike races, Rob? Bike races, bonus days, and cold things ahead. I wish. I'm South Alabama. Right now, where I sit here in my little office is 91. So, which is around the 36 mark for everyone else in the world. So there you go.
I'm
sitting in that temperature here, talking to you.
I am sitting here in England sweating as well. And
there you go.
If you want to jump straight into temperature chat, oh my goodness. Bike races last week in Switzerland and then in France, because the Tour de France Femme avec Zwift happened over the last 2 weeks, really. Launched in Lausanne, Switzerland, and then to Geneva, and then over into France. Oh my goodness. I absolutely melted. No joke. Melted. It was hot.
You do look thinner, sir. You actually do look a little bit thinner. So maybe that's what it was.
Well,
did you keep up your fluids?
Yeah, and all the fluids. But yes, I had a special job this year, which was kind of cool. I got the call up to the major leagues. Not on a bicycle, because why on earth would they do that?
For femmes.
Right. Lou and her teammate Rianne, we're supporters of the tour. We got to do some super cool stuff. There's lots of coverage of all of that on Lou's Instagram, and then also on her YouTube, on my LouTube, as she calls it. But yeah, lots of coverage of it. Well, I got a special treat for, this is the 5th year of the tour, and the 2nd year, I think, is when they brought out the mascot of Zwift, which is Scotty the squirrel.
The squirrel.
Yeah. And I
tell me,
have every year begged, basically, please, either get a second squirrel and let me be the squirrel, or let me be the squirrel. Don't let that other person. She's really nice. Leah, it's her name. She always does a great job. Full of energy. However, this year she ended up having to go back home on an emergency type deal after 3 days. And it's a 9-day tour. And they were like, we need someone to jump in on stage. It was your
7. Time. It was your time to shine, sir.
I did it. I became a squirrel. Yes, it was super exciting.
IRL. So if anyone knows you, Rob, they will know how good of a squirrel you can be, because that is you in your natural life. You pick up one nut, look at it, put it down, pick up another nut, put it down, then look at something else and go, oh, look what's over there, and run over there. You are a squirrel in real life, especially those who work with you understand. Sam, you're listening, I know. Tell me, am I wrong? No, I'm not. For once, Sam, I'm not wrong about that. So there you go.
That's true. So
Rob, I did have a question for you.
Okay.
Already, start of the episode, I've got a question for you. This came from the water cooler, Rob, and this came from Scott Evans on the water cooler. He was doing a Munzee walk around his town, and there was a sign up, an official sign saying Tour of Britain, Sunday the 23rd of August, road closed from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. thanks to the britishcycling.org.uk/Tour of Britain, and he wanted to know if you were going to be there for that.
Well, that's an interesting question, because we're not this year. But Lou did participate in that one a couple of years ago. And really had a good time. She was a ride leader for a group of people that were riding before the men went through on every stage of the Tour of Britain, which was kind of cool. So it's a professional race and everything.
Oh, wow.
So it was really cool. We are not doing that this year, but something really cool is happening next year, because 2026 tour is over for the women. However, in 2027, it's launching in England. So the Grand Depart is going to be 3 stages in England next year in August. So those of our English players that want to come out and support Lou, her team, all the women racers, these professional racers. It's happening. Super cool. And stage 3 is actually through London. And it's going to be going past all the cool sites, and we're hoping
Tower Bridge.
It hasn't been released yet. I think it's released in early October what the route is. But we're really hoping that Tower Bridge, because we want to be there cheering loudly. Yeah.
Because if you don't, Munzee player, and this is Munzee related now as well. If you don't know, then Rob has one particular special flat Rob. Lou has one particular special flat Lou. Like all the Munzee team have special flats, or not all of them, but some of them have special flats around, which is one of one. You know, I know if the flat hammock, for instance, he's in West Virginia, for goodness sake, as well. Yes. And so, I know all this. No, what? No, West Virginia, Pennsylvania. Sorry, Pennsylvania, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania.
Sam would have corrected that.
Correct. I've got Rob's. Rob's is in Texas. Lou's is in the middle of Tower Bridge. Now, we say Tower Bridge because it's not London Bridge. London Bridge is the boring one that's a few hundred feet away. Yeah. This one here is the Tower Bridge that everyone thinks is the London Bridge, but it's not the London Bridge. Anyway, so she's got her special flat, one of one, is on the middle of that. So hopefully, crossing fingers, then all these Zwift riders will go through underneath her little invisible flat that's above it. So
wouldn't it be cool?
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
Yeah, we're very excited. Already looking forward to that, and going to start making plans as soon as they put the actual route out. We know the major cities that it goes through, but we don't know, kind of the extent of all of it. So
nice.
More information coming soon. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. Sorry, everyone. That was a long, hey, this is what we're up to. But yeah, this all ties into Munzee, because don't forget, we had the flat Loos that scattered. And there was a special badge this year for the third annual burger hand up from Lou to our favorite rider, who is Allison Jackson. And
I saw that video.
It was successful. So in that video, there's a squirrel nearby. I'm that squirrel.
That's you.
Yeah.
Well, you can't say, if you're a mascot, you can't say there's a person inside. The mascot has to be a real item, like a real mascot. Like, trust me, when I worked for Walt Disney Entertainment, there was no such thing as people inside costumes. No, they were real items. They were real people. So you go. Well, Rob, I'll be very quick. For me personally, more and more and more and more quail. That's right. I know, right? There's more. There's more popped out from I've got another 10 now with new hatchings. We've got more hatching this weekend, and more hatching the following weekend as well. Wow. And when I say more, I'm talking 40 eggs in the incubator each time. So at the moment, we've got about they're shipped eggs, so we've got about a 50% hatch rate, which isn't that good, to be honest with you. But, it is what it is when it comes to shipping, especially in summertime, because they get shaken up and the heat is no good for them, and then they get cold and hot and cold. And so all that sort of stuff is no good for the eggs. But anyway, that's all I've been up to. If you want to know more about me, just go on to Shelby Homestead and you'll see more. So there you go. That's me, nice and quick in a nutshell, Rob. Speaking of nutshells, you and a squirrel. But
Eggshell,
eggshells for me, nutshells for you.
That's right.
Last week, Rob, in the events themselves, we had Massachusetts, Iowa, California, Arizona, South Carolina, Texas, Ohio, and North Carolina. And around the world, mate, we had?
Oh, I meant to say exactly. In the world, we had Ontario, Canada. We had Germany, 2 in Denmark, Finland, UK, and Luxembourg.
Very cool. Now, the leaderboards over the weekend, there's a couple of these names that are kind of newish on the leaderboard, or some have been there in the past, but not very often. On Friday, we had in first place, I love this name, and I think it's the first time we've said this name on the podcast too, and that is Servo, with 729,000 points. Zanmata in second place, 630,000 points. And Walden Run in third place with 440,000 points. Now, Rob, Servo, why do I like that name, Servo? Well, in Australia, Servo is what we call a gas station.
Okay.
Because servo is short for service station, which is what they're usually called. We don't call them gas stations because it's petrol, same as England.
UK, yeah.
And so we call them servo. So going down to the servo to get myself a pack of ciggies, which is a pack of cigarettes. Anyway,
my goodness.
There's some Australian lingo for you. So servo, well done. Love the name, mate. Keep it up. And on Saturday, Rob, oh no, you get to say this name.
Yeah, I do. Q22Q17 with 1 million points. Congrats. Vatotech also with 1 million, and Gianelli 55, 899,000 points.
On Sunday, we had Taxi 343 with 1.5 million points. Sporty Taxi followed in second place, 1.4 million points. And then in third place, Street Ford Ender with 888,000 points, 888. Well done to those as well. So some millionaires too, Rob. But you can tell it's the beginning of the month, but within the clan guild time.
Gauntlet games.
Gauntlet games. Gauntlet games time. The G's everywhere.
It's never gonna go completely away. Never. Yeah. We said it for 2 years. Yep.
I know. It's too hardwired in the brain. Although in saying that, I will say, first and foremost, a big thank you to Tim for last week as well. And I managed to not call him Rob too often last week. So,
well done.
Yeah, so thank you, Tim.
Yes, well done. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate it.
Events coming up this weekend. We have Arizona, Kansas, Wisconsin, Florida, Nebraska, California, Minnesota, and Missouri. And around the world we have...
Those are the craziest abbreviations. I couldn't have told you what they were. They're close, but interesting. Anyway, around the world, we have coming up 3 in Sweden, 2 in the UK, 1 in Netherlands, and 1 in Germany.
There we go. And if you're an event host as well, let us know, because there's big events coming up. The big events themselves, September 18 to 20, Munzee Mania in Minnesota. That one's actually looking really well. And remember, there's an extra event too on the day before, on the 18th. That's right. Not 19 to 20 anymore, 18 to 20 now, Sue. You've got November 6, 7, 8, Munzee Mirage in Viva Las Vegas. 5 events, 3 days. January 14, 15, 16, 17, another 4-day ones as well. Munzee Mecca in Florida, 5 events, 4 days. February 5th, coexisting in Yuma, Arizona. And Rob, this one is very special just for the podcast listeners only, because it's not actually on the calendar yet. March 5, 6, 2027, Munzee Madness in California. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, March 5 and 6. So mark it on your calendars now and get ready for the Munzee Madness in California. The longest running, is that true? Yeah. The longest running event?
Annual events, yeah.
Annual event. So there we go. March 5 and 6, Munzee Madness, California. Rob, that's all it is. They're the big events. As I said before, thank you to Tim for last week for filling in, because I think we did a good job. I will say, Rob, there was a technical glitch whereby no one knows this, because we pre-record this, and we record it on a Wednesday morning, and I do some editing in terms of just the tip of the tail. I don't really edit like in between. This is us talking live, and then I put it out. We put it out on Fridays, but with Tim, something happens. It's happened twice now when I record with Tim, whereby we record an entire episode, and it records me only and not him. So we have to then re-record the entire episode.
No way. Oh, wow.
So that happened last week, where so technically what you heard last week was the second recording of us saying similar things to the first recording.
With the same amount of feeling and excitement and
energy and excitement. That's right. And
so I'm really sorry, Tim, that he had to spend more than an hour with you last Wednesday.
Wow. I know, right?
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you, Tim. Rob, coming up, bonus days for this weekend, though, August 14 to 16. We've got double points for everyone, not just premium, everyone for this one, on greenies, cards, flats, gamings, and colours as well. But don't forget the midweek stuff as well, Rob, the Whittle Wish Wednesdays, and also the Scatter Saturdays as well. Ooh. But tell us something was happening with Scatter Saturdays.
Well, there were approximately 1,942,718 scatters on the map on Saturday from those awesome light mysteries and some of the trails and various other things. And don't worry, everyone, we noticed. And those numbers are slightly exaggerated, obviously, but truly, the light mysteries, well, they were lighting up the map. So we've made a couple of changes to the light mysteries and some of their scatters, and we're doing our best to make sure that the entire Munzee environment does not crash just because of a couple of small little things. So those, let's call them multipliers, that are usually in effect for things. We've enclosed them just a slight bit on these scatter Saturdays or when we're doing scatter bonuses. So if you enjoyed them last weekend, if you've enjoyed them over the last couple of months since we've been doing this, that's great. But yeah. You should notice a few less of the whichever ones it was that were going nuts, mirrors and
the mirrors,
reflections and blah blah. There were way too many of some types of scatters.
You capture one mirror, another 3 pops out. You capture one of those 3, then another 3 pops out. They were multiplying in groups of 2 and 3.
It was pretty extreme. So so anyway, we're no damage done. No, it's going to be back to as it should be, as opposed to exponential growth that it was instead of just the multiplier.
I will say, Rob, it is quite amusing now being on this side of the fence, and that is that not one person, I think, no, actually there was one person, there was one post on Facebook which was really super quiet, asking, just saying, oh, the light mysteries, they're scattering quite a lot. But that was it. There was nothing else said. So when things, errors happen in players' favour, not much is spoken about. It's funny that. So, and it wasn't until one of the a person who was a player, now proudly part of the team, noticed it and brought it to the attention of the team. So I know, and Tim's going to get hate over that. I know, but that's okay.
Blame it on Tim. I like it. Blame it on Tim. Nice.
All right, Rob. What else have we got coming up as well? We've got bonus events coming up, and the 17 to 23 as well, the Crate Kraken Cubimals. So those people out there who are worried about the Cubimals and how can I get more Cubimals for the Gauntlet games, well, that's what the bonus event's for coming up, is 17 to 23. So how do you attract Cubimals? The best way for me personally is one of the, what's called the Whittle Workshop. Because the Whittle Workshop attracts Whittles and also Cubimals as well. So that's those two that the Whittle Workshop attract. All right, Rob, coming up as well, or not coming up, actually this has been in place now for a few weeks, and that is badges. We're going to talk badges, but for BVGs, but not for just capping BVGs either. Badges also for deploying in a BVG. So those badge hounds out there, then they will enjoy these ones as well. So get yourself one of the BVG pins, and you'll also get a deploy badge with that as well.
That's gone out retroactive, so anyone who has purchased a BVG pin in any of our BVGs over the last year got those deploy badges, which is great. I mean, I earned a couple of them myself. We got the rainbow one because that's the staff.
That was a testing one.
Yeah, the staff BVG, just to see, do we actually have this working properly? And we did not. So it was a good thing that one hadn't been sold. We did have to put some things in. But yeah, congrats for all those new badges that went out there. And thank you for the people who got those badges for your purchases that you've made over time in what I would say has become the absolute most valuable player and most valuable points and most valuable Munzee that there is in terms of value. Wow.
Yes, yeah. They really are the MVP of Munzee now. So, moving quickly now to Rob, I've got to quickly say this as well. Sam, thank you, sir. A correction from last week from Sam regarding the virtual colours themselves. There's 61 colours plus the rainbow, so that makes 62 in total. I think I said 58 or something. So.
Oh, wow.
I can't remember. I said in the 50s, I think. So Sam corrected me there. So there you go. I told you he listens, Rob, every single week. Now, more importantly, this has now come out. Well, hopefully it's come out as we speak. It should be coming out. Either has come out or will come out soon. Anyway, the Garden of the Month themes for 2027. We're giving everyone, Rob, another 5 or 6 months to ahead, depending on what month you're talking about. Let's talk about the Garden of the Month themes. January, what's the theme for January, sir?
January is games and play. And so the idea is to kick off the year with all things fun. Think board games, chess pieces, playing cards, dice, arcade machines, video game controllers, puzzles, toys, or your favorite classic games. And remember, if you've built these in the past, that is acceptable for you to now start using those hashtags and the way that Sam has set up for them to be tagged. Speaking of Sam, since you are listening, if we have not announced this on the blog, as you are listening, please put them live on Cup of Z so that everyone can see them. This will be the pre-announcement if it is not already up there.
Announced.
Yeah.
In February, we have hidden treasures as the theme. So go on an adventure, create gardens featuring pirate ships, treasure chests, maps, jewels, crowns, ancient relics, gold coins, or anything you might hope to discover. So we're trying to get things broad, Rob, too. So these are themes that are quite broad. So there you go. In March, mate, we have
Birds of a Feather. Let your creativity take flight. Design gardens inspired by birds of every kind. Owls, parrots, just in case you don't know what birds are. Flamingos, penguins, peacocks, nests, feathers, eggs, quail eggs, duck eggs, ostrich eggs, eggs, Forrest Gump style, or even birdhouses. Why not?
Yeah. Anything bird or feather related. Actually, even just a feather. Even just the there you go. April, we have Bloom and Blossom, so celebrate spring with colourful floral creations. Think flowers, bouquets, bees, butterflies, hummingbirds, flower pots, wreaths, vines, or beautiful garden scenes. Now, I know of a few good bees out there, and butterflies too. I've seen a few butterflies out there. And I have seen one hummingbird out there too for Humbird.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah. All
remember
the
old number one player in the world?
Ooh, former. Yes, number one player.
Former player. Former. Sorry, not old. Former. In May, mate.
Turn it up. And we got a music note with Turn It Up. So bring the music. You design guitars, pianos, drums, microphones, headphones, speakers, vinyl records. Yeah. Music notes. Concert stages. Okay. Or, I mean, like maybe the Sydney Opera House. Hey, that'd be cool. Hollywood Bowl. Or anything inspired by sound and performance. Nice.
Speaking of the Opera House, Rob, you will need a lot of pins for the Opera House. Don't forget, these here need to be filled before they qualify for the Garden of the Month. You can put it in the Garden of the Month, you can put it in there unfilled, but they have to be filled in order to qualify to be a finalist. Right. That's what you need. So what that means is that you need to have the standard, 50 plus Munzees with a garden pin as well, a garden POI. They all need to be filled. There can't be any temporary Munzees in there, and so no cards and no potions or any of that sort of stuff either. Yep. So no temporaries. They have to be full-time in the actual garden. And I will say, as a tip, as I said, minimum 50. There's no real maximum. However, the lesser the amount, the quicker that it's going to get filled for you on your behalf. So
definitely
keep that in mind too. I think, I'll be honest with you, Rob, personal opinion now. This is Craig, a player, personal opinion.
Okay.
Around the 250 to 300 mark is a nice little sweet spot. You can try and get a good design in with those sort of numbers and get it filled that way too. So anyway, moving on, we have June. Oh, and this one's going to be a fan favorite. We have Furry Friends, fan favorite Furry Friends. Celebrate our favorite furry companions. Think dogs and cats and rabbits and hamsters, guinea pigs, bears, foxes, squirrels, anything furry creatures that might bring a smile to your dial, Rob. So
lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
Yeah. That's the one. So that's in June. Furry Friends in July, mate.
And then we're going to reach for the stars. Blast off into space, build rockets, astronauts, planets, satellites, telescopes, constellations, shooting stars, aliens, UFOs, or anything inspired by the night sky.
That's a nice one too. August is separate again. Fun and games. We're back on Earth. Fun and games in August. Visit the fair. Design roller coasters, Ferris wheels, carnival games, water parks, circuses, circuses like the the circus ones that go out and around. Whereby Mari needs to have her own circus.
Traveling troupe.
Traveling troops. Mari needs to be in the traveling troops, but there's already a lion tamer, so that's the big cat. Anyway. So fun and games in the fair, mini golf, bumper cars, cotton candy, popcorn, or any amusement park type attractions. In September, mate?
In September, country living. Celebrate life on the farm. Hey, I wonder
there we go.
Came up with this one. Think barns, tractors, scarecrows, corn stalks, hay bales, windmills, farm animals, orchards, pumpkins, chicken runs, quail boxes, turkey roosts, cozy rural landscapes. Yes. Oh, so a farm stand.
And now that brings me to the next point, Rob, too. You can put your garden in more than one of the garden months requirements. So in other words, if you have, and I know there is one out there because it's brand new and it's in St. Louis, and that is See My Quail. Yes, I didn't put it there. Thank you, NYI Sutter. See My Quail is in St. Louis. And so, for instance, See My Quail can go in the birds and feathers one, but it could also go here in the under the country living too.
Nice.
So you can have your garden have more than one theme, basically, too. So they can go in more than one. October, we have myth and magic. Enter the world of fantasy, create dragons, unicorns, phoenixes, mermaids, fairies, wizards, spellbooks, magic potions, enchanted castles, or legendary creatures like Rob Vardaman. So,
wasn't ready for that.
There we go.
Nice one.
No, I know. November, mate.
November is favorite foods. Bring your appetite to design pizza, burgers, tacos, sushi, pasta, desserts, breakfast favorites, fruits, vegetables, local specialties to your area, or your favorite comfort foods. Excellent.
Yeah, could be anything that way too. And again, Rob, if you're talking about corn, for instance, you could put a corn on the cob for the country living, and then the corn as well for your favorite food type. See, they can overlap, which is nice. December, we have sparkle and shine. End the year with a little extra magic. Think holiday lights, candles, stars, ornaments, lanterns, snowflakes, crystals, diamonds, fireworks, or anything that glows and shines.
Yeah.
So. Just like the top of your head, so when you don't have your hat on. But anyway.
Hey, nice one. I will remind you that copyrighted designs are not eligible.
Yes.
So please be sure that you keep that in mind. That's always been
It happened last month.
It is something that we as a team remember from time to time as well. But yeah, so get those designs together, dig back through your old designs, check them, and add the correct hashtags and put them into all the groups that they might apply for. So yeah, good luck, everyone.
But as you said, Rob, the copyright designs, you can put a copyright design in the gardens themselves. You can create one because there's nothing stopping you from creating your own garden, but you can't have it in an entry for Garden of the Month. So,
correct. And
if you do, you can still tag it, and you can, but it won't win per se. So
that's a good point. Actually.
Yeah. So there you go. You can actually put one in, but
I
won't
didn't
win.
say that you could do that. That was someone else. But there you go.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Rob, moving on now to the Munzee question of the week. And this question came from Q22Q17. See, that's the way you say it. That's the way. See, you got to say it with gusto. She says, over the years, I've amassed hundreds of color credits for plain virtuals. Since white virtuals do not use a color credit, I have so many color credits that I will never use. Could please, sir, I added that extra bit, the color credits be added to the Redeem store to be traded for something else. For example, Rover Treats.
Wow, that's an interesting one. You would pretty much have to be a veteran player for this request to really apply to you. Or maybe you're someone that really you just like putting out the white virtuals, because if you purchase a virtual from the store, or if you get them through rewards in the Gauntlet games or previous plan requirements, they will have been a virtual plus a color credit. If you only put a white one out, then yeah, you might have some extra color credits that are sitting out there. If you then go and purchase a new virtual, it comes with a free color credit now and has for several years. But guess what? Request granted. I was like, what was I going to say? Granted. Your request, your question of the week has been granted. Check the Redeem store. Premium members, welcome. Thank you for being a premium member, because now you can cash in one color credit for one Rover Treat, your suggestion, and it's out there. Well done. Thank you. Enjoy.
Thank you, Brenda. Well done. There you go. See, all you have to do sometime is just ask. But I like what Brenda did too. She actually asked a question in regards to it, but didn't over ask for things. You know, she actually gave an example, like Rover Treat. She didn't say, can I, I'm not going to do a voice, but I was going to do a voice. Can I change one color credit for a prize wheel? You know, that sort of thing too. So she actually gave a good example. So if you're after that sort of stuff too, and you have a great idea, then reach out. Send me a message on any social media platform or even the Munzee app itself. I also answer all Munzee questions within the Munzee app itself. All right, Rob, moving on to the Munzee tip of the week. And this is going to be, there's nothing on here, but the tip of the week is to go through your gardens for this week. While you're listening itself as well, go through your gardens, have a look what they actually qualify for. The more gardens, Rob, we have in the garden of the month. And the other thing as well, if your garden isn't filled, but it qualifies for one of the gardens of the month in terms of the theme, get it on there, because I know a lot of players who literally just go through the gardens of the month to actually fulfill or place deploy their daily deploys, you know, that sort of thing too. There you go. Tip number 2, if you've got a daily deploy and you want to keep up that daily deploy streak, look at the gardens of the month. Go into the garden of the month and have a look which ones you like and deploy in the gardens of the month, Rob.
And that's in the Cupazee app. Cupazee Gardens.
Correct.
So
Cupazee Gardens app. And if you haven't listened to the special, the Munzee 15th birthday special, you will hear, if you love Sam's favourite thing about Cupazee and his most pride thing about Cupazee is the gardens.
Yeah.
So if you want to keep Sam happy, because I know you do, yes, the one that's listening right now, then go to Cupazee Gardens and deploy in the garden of the month to keep Sam happy.
The one listening being his dad. His dad wants to keep Sam happy. That probably
correct.
Yeah, it must be it. Yeah,
that's true. That's true too. So, anyway, Rob, that ends another official Munzee podcast.
Hey, thanks for joining us on this Munzee adventure.
Don't forget, subscribe, rate, review on your favorite podcasting app, and join us next week for another informative episode.
And remember, Munzee is more than a game; it's a worldwide community of mobile game players.
So keep scanning, keep discovering, keep that Munzee spirit alive, Rob. 1, 2, 3, keep Sam happy.
Chili is coming soon.
Oh.